What's up, you guys? Welcome to the video. My name's Josh, JG Media, over on Instagram, and today I'm super excited. We got the Bimmertech Alpha 1 amplifier from Kies Motorsports. Alright, so outside by the carport, and the 235i is looking very different currently. My dad and I have recently upgraded the carport a little bit. We have two heavy duty tarps over everything. We have a third tarp in the very front, and then we just installed these LED shop lights. They're pretty convenient, they're really cool. They all just connect to each other and it's super convenient, so we'll see how these hold up. I'm not really sure how much of a weather resistant and whatnot, but it gives some really good light, so that way we can get some work done. And the carport is looking absolutely beautiful. And yeah, the 235i's got a lot of changes coming, but first up, let's get this amplifier installed. So here it is, the Bimmertech Alpha 1 amplifier. I'm super excited to get this installed. This is going to couple very well with the upgraded subs and speakers we're currently running in the 235i currently, so I'm very excited. So over here we have the main power harness. We have this blue cable, which is going to be if you ever want to install another upgraded sub, which definitely may be a possibility in the near future. We have this cord right here, this is just going to be a cable for maybe in the future Bimmertech may offer an external controller. So we're going to go ahead and install this, but essentially these two are going to be pretty irrelevant over here. And then this is the USB cable that if you ever wanted to really just fine tune and customize the settings even further, this will be able to remote session with Bimmertech with this USB. But for now, all we really need is the amp, the power harness. The stock amplifier is over here underneath this, so we're going to go ahead and remove this trunk lining, and we're going to go ahead and remove this lining as well. So it should be very simple with our Wera toolkit as well as the Bimmertech trim toolkit. So we're going to go ahead and get the process started with disconnecting the negative battery terminal. And then just as a precaution, whenever you're dealing with disconnecting the negative battery terminal, you always want to make sure and go ahead. I always do this to put a microfiber towel tied around the trunk latch, as well as then I put down the back two seats just to make sure we don't by accident close the trunk. Definitely don't want to get locked out of the car. So then now that we got the plastic backing out, we're going to go ahead and start working on all of the trunk liners. So it should just be 3 more of these little black plastic rivets, as well as just 1 screw here. So let's continue on with the process. Just like that, trunk liner is removed, revealing the stock amplifier, and this plastic piece should just pop right on out. There it is. So then, as you just saw, once we remove this 10mm nut down here. The whole entire assembly just moves forward, comes right on out. Then we're going to want to flip this over, and the stock amplifier is held on by this 8mm. Disconnect the quad lock and go ahead and remove the amp from the bracket. And then in comparison, we have the stock unit on the left, the Bimmertech amp on the right, and they are fairly similar units. The Bimmertech amp should slide right on into the mounting bracket over here to the left, the exact same way the stock amp did. At this point of the process, you'll want to go ahead and grab your main power harness. Everything only plugs in one way. At your own discretion, you can go ahead and decide if you want to include the black cable for the external controller as well as the blue cable for sub. As you can see, I opted to include both just to keep all the wiring and everything together. Lastly, plug in your USB cable so you can run the wiring later on in the process. And then here is everything plugged in just for reference. Super simple, super straightforward. Everything only goes in one place. So we have power input up here, the blue cord to run a sub if you ever wanted to. We have the main power output for the power harness, and then as well as the SCP cord for if Bimmertech ever comes out with an external controller, so that'll be pretty cool. And then the USB that we're gonna mount that, and we're gonna route that cable so it's at least accessible, but everything's super simple. Like I said, everything can only plug in one way. So let's continue on with the process. Make sure everything aligns properly and go ahead and plug in the main power harness into the OEM connection. And you'll hear it clip right on into place. Alright, at this point of the process, everything is fully installed. We got that 10mm bolt tightened back down, did a little bit of wire management. We have the USB running from underneath here out this way, so that way we can run this wire, have it accessible. But overall, everything fit like a glove, looks fantastic, was super straightforward, very simple as you guys can see, so it really looks great. So hopefully it sounds even better. So at this point of the process, before I put everything back together, I'm going to go ahead and reconnect the negative battery terminal and give this a test. And just like that, the Bimmertech amplifier is installed on your BMW. Super straightforward and easy installation. You really can't beat a plug and play amplifier. So if you're interested in a Bimmertech amplifier for your BMW, make sure to see that first link down in the description. Huge thank you, huge shout out to Kies Motorsports. Like I said, if you're interested, make sure to see that first link down in the description. I'll be making a video in the near future on my thoughts on if the amplifier is worth it to couple with the Babsound subs and the Babsound speakers we recently installed in a previous video, so make sure to subscribe for that future video. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, it really helps the channel out a lot to give my videos a push, get some traction in the right direction. Check me out over at JG Media over on Instagram. Appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Also, make sure to go ahead and check out the Kies giveaway. Brian is giving away his iconic 335i. Blue is going to a new home. You have until December 31st, 2022 to get yourself eligible. yeah, and make sure to subscribe because I forgot to mention we have a ton of changes coming to the 235i, including a brand new set of wheels and suspension.